Good morning, students. Today we are going to start a new chapter, and this is chapter number 6 on the face of it, and page number 56 from the book Vistas. Now, on the face of it, it is a very interesting story where a man whose name is Mr. Lamb, how he inspires, how he really, you can say, affects the and brings out a great change in Derry's life, in a young boy's life, and how they actually came in contact with each other, how he inspires Derry to make his life meaningful in spite of all the hardships, all the problems which were being faced by Derry. This is this chapter is actually about their meeting, about their, you can say, inspirations, about how they actually felt a sense of alienation in this world, and how they bring about a change in each other's life. Now, before we read what is written, this is a play featuring an old man and a small boy meeting in the farmer's garden. The old garden strikes up a friendship with the boy, who is very withdrawn and defiant. What is the bond that unites the two? Now, there are some of the words which are very, very important, and one of them is withdrawn, and the second one is defiant. Now, what is the meaning of withdrawn and defiant? Withdrawn actually means introvert or maybe reserved, who does not want to mix up with others, who wants to be alone, alienated, or maybe who wants always to be alone. Then defiant. Now, defiant here means disobedient. So, I'm going to read it again. This is a play featuring an old man. Means this play is going to have mainly two characters. Number one, an old man, and the second one is a small boy meeting in the farmer's garden. Farmer's here means old man's garden. So this is a play where we are going to have two characters. Mainly there is an old man and a small boy, and these two people, they actually came in contact in the old man's garden. The old man strikes up a friendship with the boy, but when this boy came in contact with the old man, with Mr. Lamb, he actually got into a friendship. And this boy is very withdrawn and defiant also. Withdrawn means he does not want to mix up with others. He is not a frank child. He is a reserved kind of personality. He is an introvert. And defiant here means that he was a disobedient child. He did not, you can say, agree to all the norms and the regulations, you can say, which were created and made by the society. He did not want to obey all the rules. What is the bond that unites the two? But still, these two people, they actually got into a bond. Bond means they got into a relationship, they got connected to each other. What actually unites the two? How they got united, how they came into a relationship with each other, how they, you can say, went into a kind of friendship and relationship and a very touchy relationship with each other. This is all that we are told in the chapter. And this is actually a drama. This is actually a one act play where we are going to have three scenes. This is scene 1. After this we are going to have two more scenes. Now, scene 1, Mr. Lamb's garden, means this is a scene where Mr. Lamb is sitting in the garden and his garden is there. There is the occasional sound of bird song and of tree leaves rustling. Means rustling here means the sound made by leaves when they would move. So there are some of the sounds which are to be heard. Some birds are singing songs, and there is the sound of the leaves or rustling of the leaves. Derry's footsteps are heard as he walks slowly and tentatively through the long grass. But Derry Tentatively here means he was doing it as a trial. Very slowly, very hesitatingly, he was entering the garden, and his footsteps are to be heard through the long grass. The pauses, then walks on again, means he somewhere he was stopping himself, then he was walking very cautiously, very carefully, he entered the garden. He comes round a screen of bushes so that when Mr. Lamb speaks to him, he is close at hand, and Derry is startled. Startled means he was surprised, he was shocked. Why he was shocked? Because he did not know that Mr. Lamb knew that somebody had entered the garden. And Mr. Lamb started talking to the person who had entered. And who was this? It was Derry who had entered the garden. And he thought that nobody was there. He was going into the garden very cautiously, carefully, without making noise. But Mr. Lamb knew that somebody had entered, and he started speaking to the person who had entered. Mr. Lamb said, now all these are dialogues which are used here in the one act play. Mr. Lamb says, mind the apples. Mind the apples means please take care of the apples, because it was an apple garden, and there were some apples on the ground which actually fell from the trees. Derry says, what? Who is that? Who is there? Means Derry did not expect anybody inside the garden. And when he came to know that somebody was speaking to him, he got startled. He was really surprised and fearful also. Mr. Lamb says, Mr. Lamb is my name. Mind the apples. Crab apples, those are windfalls in the long grass. You could trip. Now Mr. Lamb asks him that his and tells him that his name was Lamb, and he again repeats. He says, mind the apples. Mind the apples means please take care of the apples. Why? Because and these were crab apples. Crab here means small wild hard apples. कच्चे एप्पल्स को बोला जाता है जो खट्टे भी होते हैं. So crab, sour, hard, wild apples are called as crab apples. So he says crab apples, those are crab apples, means wild or maybe hard and sour small apples, and please take care of them because they already were, you can say, on the ground. Windfalls in the long grass means because of the wind, because of the blowing of the wind, some of the apples they actually fell on the ground. And you could trip means you could, you can say, hit them with foot. So please take care of the apples. You should not trip them. You should not put your foot on the apples. Derry says, I thought this was an empty place. I did not know there was anybody here. Now, this is important. Why? Because Derry actually wanted to tell Mr. Lamb that he did not know that somebody was there inside the garden. Why? Because he did not want to come in contact with anybody, because Derry did not want to meet anybody. He did not want to come across people. He did not like anybody's company. And he also said that he thought that it was an empty place. Why empty? Because he thought there was nobody inside the garden. And he said, I did not know there was somebody. He did not know that Mr. Lamb was there inside the garden. Otherwise, he would never have got into the garden, came into the garden. This is page number 57 now. Mr. Lamb says, that's all right. I am here. What are you afraid of, boy? That's all right. But Mr. Lamb said that it was all right if somebody was there in the garden. If Mr. Lamb was there, what was the problem? Because Mr. Lamb had no, you can say, issues with the you can say, entrance that was taken by Derry. If he had entered the garden, Mr. Lamb was not worried. It's all right for him. Derry says, I thought it was empty. An empty house. Again and again, Derry was repeating the same. He says that he thought that it was an empty house. There was nobody. Mr. Lamb says, so it is. Since I am out here in the garden, it is empty. But Mr. Lamb is very intelligent man. And he said that he was very clever also. He says that since he was out in the garden, so his house was empty. There was not nobody inside the house. Until I go back inside, in the meantime, I am here, out here, and likely to stop. A day like this, beautiful day, not a day to be indoors. Now these lines actually tells us that Mr. Lamb really likes to enjoy nature. He says, in the meantime, I am out here likely to stop. Means wanted to stop. He wanted to stay in the garden a day like this. A day like this means it was a beautiful sunny day, and he did not want to lose the pleasure of sitting in the sunshine. Beautiful day according to him, and not a day to be indoors. He says that it was not a day to be indoors, it was to be enjoyed by sitting in the garden, by enjoying the nature, by getting the heat from the sun. Derry says, panic, I have got to go. Now, why panic word is used here? Because actually he was afraid. He did not like the company of anybody. He did not want to come across people. When he noticed that Mr. Lamb, means a human being, was there inside the garden or inside the house, he actually wanted to leave the place as soon as possible, and he got panicky. Panicky means he was afraid, and he said, I have got to go. Mr. Lamb says, not on my account. Now, this is very important. Not on my account here means that he should not go because of Mr. Lamb. I don't mind who comes into the garden. The gate is always open. Only you climbed the garden wall. And Mr. Lamb told him that he actually, means Mr. Lamb always liked people to come inside his garden. He always had the gate open. He never closes, he never locks his gate. Why? Because he wants people to come inside. Only you climb the garden wall. He says, even though the gate was open, why Derry had to come by climbing the garden wall? Even though the gate was open, Derry was climbing the garden wall and he jumped inside the garden. It was really odd for Mr. Lamb. Mr. Lamb did not like this, and he did not expect anybody to climb the wall when the gate was open. Derry says, angry, you were watching me. Means because Derry did not know that somebody knew that he was entering through the by climbing up the wall, and that is why very, you can say, cautiously, very stealthily he was entering the garden. But he did not know that Mr. Lamb knew that he was, because he was watching him. Mr. Lamb says, I saw you, but the gate is always open. All welcome. You are welcome. I sit here. I like sitting. Now, this is again very important. Mr. Lamb actually says that his gates or gate is always open, and he says that everybody was welcomed. He welcomes everybody. You are welcome. I sit here. I like sitting. And he also says that Derry was welcomed and he could stay. He could talk with him. He could speak to him. Derry says, I had not come to steal anything. Means I have not come to steal anything. He actually, because Derry was worried now, and he wanted to clear that he had not come there to steal anything. Means he had no ill intention. Mr. Lamb says, no, no, the young lads steal, scrum the apples. You are not so young. He says, yes, it is quite natural. Some people, some young lads means young boys, young, you can say boys and girls, they come into the garden, they steal, scrump the apples means they take the apples, they steal the apples from the garden. You are not so young. Derry says, I just wanted to come into the garden. But Derry says he just had no ill intention, but he just wanted to go into the garden. That's it. He had no other plan. Mr. Lamb says, so you did. We are then. Mr. Lamb says that then okay, what is the problem? If you have entered the garden, then it's not a problem. Just stay here. Derry says, you don't know who I am. Derry says that because they did not know each other, and Mr. Lamb did not know anything about him, so he could not stay. Mr. Lamb says, a boy, 13 or so. Mr. Lamb says, it is not important. And he knew that Derry was a boy and he was 13 or something. 13 or so means he was 13-year-old, maybe 13, 14-year-old. Derry says 14 means he was 14-year-old, and but I have got to go now. Goodbye. But Derry was again alarmed. He was really fearful and he wanted to leave that place as soon as possible. Mr. Lamb says, nothing to be afraid of, just a garden, just me. But Mr. Lamb again wanted to tell him that there was no worry and Derry could stay. It was just a garden, and only he was the person who was staying inside the house or inside the garden. There was nobody else. Derry says, but I am not. I am not afraid. People are afraid of me. Derry says it was not that he was afraid of somebody, but generally the people got afraid of Derry. Now, this is very important because Derry actually wanted to tell this fact to the old man that the people, they were afraid of Derry. They did not like his presence, and that is why he always wants to be alone. Mr. Lamb says, why should that be? Means why the people they are afraid of you? Derry says, everyone is. It doesn't matter who they are or what they say or how they look, how they pretend. I know, I can see. Derry says that people they generally pretend. Now, what is the meaning of pretend here? Pretend means that the people they show off that they are not afraid, they are not feeling that panic. But according to Derry, everyone is afraid of him. It doesn't matter whether they say something or whether they whether how they look at Derry or not, but he knew, Derry knew that everybody actually was afraid of him. And he says that I can see means he could see. He could see the facial expression. He could see the behavior of the people because the people they did not like Derry at all, according to Derry. Mr. Lamb says, see what? Means what they see. Derry says, what they think. What do they think then? Means Derry says, because they think something about me. So Mr. Lamb asked him that what they think about him. Derry says, you think, here is a boy. You look at me and then you see my face and you think that's bad. That is the terrible thing. That is the ugliest thing I ever saw. You think, poor boy, but I am not. Not poor. Underneath, you are afraid. Anybody would be. I am. When I look in the mirror and see it, I am afraid of me. Now, this is a very important paragraph. Why? Because Derry actually showed his trouble. He told Mr. Lamb that nobody likes him because everybody looks at his terrible face, because everybody is afraid of his ugly face. And he says that how people react, how what people they think about him, he knows it. Derry knows it that when he come across people, जब वो किसी से मिलता है, the people they are afraid of him and they think like this. They think that here is a boy, and then they look at his face, and Mr. Lamb would also be looking at his face, and he was also worried. He was also not liking or disliking his face. You think that is bad means the people or Mr. Lamb would be thinking like this, that is bad, that is a terrible thing, that is the ugliest thing. Ugliest means not beautiful at all. He disliked the bad ugly face, and the people like Mr. Lamb would be thinking poor boy. Poor boy means they would actually would having a kind of sympathy for him. Poor boy, but I am not. He says I don't like anybody's sympathy and I am not poor. Not poor. Underneath you are afraid. Anybody would be. Means the people they are afraid of him. And he says, now this is very important. When I look in the mirror, I am afraid of me. Now this is very important. Why? Because he also showed a fact. He also tells Mr. Lamb, that not only people are afraid of him, but he was afraid of himself. He really disliked his face. Why? Because one part of his face was burnt, it was ugly. So that is why he says that the people did not like him. They really, you can say that he was a poor boy, and they are afraid of him, and they say that it is the most terrible thing they had ever seen in in their lives. And when he look into the mirror, he also feels the same. He was also afraid of himself. This is page number 58. Mr. Lamb says, no, not the whole of you, no, not of you, means you are not, you can say, spoilt, or whole of your face or whole of your body is not burnt. You are still alive, you still can enjoy. Not whole of you means maybe you are afraid of himself, maybe you are ugly, but only half of your face is ugly, otherwise not the whole of you. Now this is very important. This is how Mr. Lamb motivated this boy. He says that maybe he was having that ugly face, but only half of it, and the other part of his face was still good, and not whole body was, you can say, spoiled. Daddy says yes. Then there was a pause. Mr. Lamb says, later on, when it is a bit cooler, I'll get the ladder and a stick and pull down those crab apples. They are ripe for it. I make jelly. It is a good time of the year, September. Look at them, orange and golden. That is a magic fruit. I often say, but it is best picked and made into jelly. You could give me a hand. Now again very important. Later on, when it is a bit cooler, I'll get the ladder and a stick and pull down those crab apples, because it was the daytime. He was enjoying the sunshine, and he says, Mr. Lamb says to Derry, and he tells him that when it would be the evening time, maybe 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening, when the sun is going to set, before that he is going to, he would be, you can say, climbing the ladder. Ladder means सीढ़ी पे चढ़ेगा, and with a stick, and he would pull down those crab apples. Crab means those, you can say, raw apples. They are ripe for it, means because he wants to make jelly. He really wants to make jelly. It is a good time of the year because it was the month of September. So during September he wants the apples to be taken out of the, you can say, away from the branches of the trees, and he says, look at them, orange and golden. That is a magic fruit, I often say. And according to Mr. Lamb, it was a beautiful magic fruit, and it looks very ripe. It is very, it has, you can say, that color of orange and golden on it, but it is best picked and made into jelly. You could give me a hand. Now this is very important. You could give me a hand here means that you can help me, means Derry was asked to give some help. Mr. Lamb wants his help. Derry says, what have you changed the subject for? People always do that. Why don't you ask me? Why do you do what they all do and pretend it is not true and it is not there? In case I see you looking at and mind and get upset, I'll tell you don't ask me because you are afraid to. No, Derry was such a different, unique character, and he was so, you can say, he was having that inferiority complex in himself, that he again took the topic towards the, you can say, the subject where he wanted to speak for, where he actually, what he actually wanted to discuss with him. He says, what have you changed the subject for? According to Derry, Mr. Lamb has changed the subject because Derry wanted to speak something about his bad, ugly face, his terrible face. And Mr. Lamb was changing the subject. He starts speaking about the apples and the jellies and so many things. But Derry says that why Mr. Lamb was changing the subject. He should speak about his bad, ugly face. People always do that. Derry says that people do this because they don't want to speak about his ugly face, because people don't want to feel that trouble that is, you can say, faced, that suffering that is being faced by Derry. Why you do what they all do and pretend it is not true? Means, according to Derry, Mr. Lamb and the other people, they always pretend. Pretend means they show. They are showing it falsely to him that it doesn't matter. That even though he was having a bad, ugly face, it does not matter. But according to Derry, the people, they are afraid of talking about him, about his ugly face. In case I see you looking and mind and get upset, means the people, they actually, when they see his face, they got upset, and they actually look, they stare at him, but they don't want to speak about his ugly face. I'll tell you, you don't ask me because you are afraid to. Again he said the same thing, that the people like Mr. Lamb, they don't want to speak about Derry. Why? Because they are afraid of him. Mr. Lamb says, you ask, you want me to ask? Say so then. But Mr. Lamb got angry and he said that if he really wanted to speak something, if he wanted to, you can say, share his thoughts about his ugly face, then he was ready. Mr. Lamb was ready to discuss this matter. Derry says, I don't like being with people, any people. Now this is again very important, because Mr. Lamb, because Derry wants to tell Mr. Lamb that Derry did not like anybody's company. He wants to be alone. He did not want to come across people. Mr. Lamb says, I should say, to look at it, I should say you got burned in a fire. Mr. Lamb says, no, there is no problem in discussing your body or your problem. Okay, let me tell you that you are having a burned face, maybe in a fire. You are having an ugly face. Derry says, not in a fire. I got acid all down that side of my face and it burned it all away. It ate my face up, it ate me up, and now it is like this, and it would not ever be any different. Now this paragraph is again very important, that because this shows Derry's inferiority, how alienated he feels, because he always wants to be alone. He thought that people dislikes him, that is, people dislike him. That is why Derry says, not in a fire. His you can say, he was having a burnt face. Why? Because of acid. There was some acid, and because of that acid his face was burnt, and it burned it all away. Now this is more important. It burned it all away means not only his half of the face was burnt, but his character, his personality as a human being, he got burnt, because the people dislikes him, because the people were actually showing that inconvenience to him. Why? Because they did not like his disability, because the people got disappointed after looking at his face. And he also repeated, it ate my face up, means it ate me up. This is more important. It ate me up means not only half of his face was eaten up by the acid, but it actually ate his complete personality. He was thoroughly finished. He was thoroughly burnt by the acid. Not only the face was affected, but his whole personality was demolished by the acid. And now it is like this, and it would not ever be different. But now the people, they look at him, they got afraid of him. That is why his life is never going to have a change. Today we are going to stop here only, and in the next class we will start reading page number 59. Till then, keep watching the videos and please take care of yourself. Thank you very much. Goodbye. See you.